Okay, then we're going to move on to the upper gear. Now the upper gear is very simple because it's one piece. It's a combination between a head protection and your torso protection all married into one piece. And the idea simply is that any type of shot that's going to go to the head area is going to get transferred down to your back and to your torso. And so what we have here is we have an adjustability here on the side. And the most important part about this whole thing is how this thing fits. So what we're looking for, it's very simple to get it right. What you want to do is you're going to find a layer of foam that is right here at the eye line of the helmet. And your head's going to free float in there. But what you want to do when you start to fit the suit is you need to push your head forward till it touches the foam, and your foam should touch you at your eyebrows. And the reason for that is if it goes too high, what will happen is your head will, under high impacts, bounce underneath the foam, and you get a lot more head whipping. So what's the point of the foam? The idea is we want to keep the foam in a position to slow your head down, okay, and keep everything nice and soft in here. The worst effect you'll get actually wearing this thing is like getting hit in the head with a pillow. Most of the time it feels more like somebody holding the pillow against your head and then pushing. So it's fantastically different than any other type of headgear I've ever worn. So what we do is we simply take the guy and we're just going to slide it in through the side. There's two side straps on each side, so we want to make sure that they're unhooked. Then he just takes it, slides it over the top. It looks kind of like one of those diving bell helmets from the old movies, but that's okay. So now what we're going to do is we would check with Bill and see if he's going to be in the right spot for this. So he's going to push his head forward for us, and we're going to check, and too low. Okay? He says it's a little bit too low. So what we're going to do is we're going to pull this off for a sec. It's always nice to let the other guy take it off so you don't pull his head off. But we take the straps, and we have them here. Very simple. Velcro. Move the straps down. Okay? This is going to move his eye line down. Obviously, we reverse the process to work with a shorter person. But the idea is, again, the nice part about this is instead of having to buy custom-made suits or a lot of different sizes, you can gear up probably 95% of any student you will ever have in one suit. So and you can pass it around, you can take turns. It's a real value for your money because of that. So now what we do, by the way, this thing is actually pretty light. It looks bad, but it's fairly easy to move around it. Alright, so now we're here. We double check our guy, see how he's doing with it.
Perfect.
Okay, great. So now what we're going to do is we're going to turn him to the side so you guys can see. And this is going to be a little difficult to see, but he's going to raise his arms. Basically what we have here is we have two straps. And we have a lower and we have an upper strap. Basically the idea is we're going to simply clip these together. And with enough practice, some people can put their suit on by themselves, but it's always nice to have a helper in hand. And we clip and we clip. So now what we want to do is we're going to start to tighten these up, because the whole reason the suit works the way it does is simply because when this gets hit, if it wasn't tied down, this thing will slide up and possibly cause injury. So what we're going to do is we're going to try and get as much friction between the front and the back plate as possible and underneath the arm here, so that when this gets hit, it doesn't bounce around. So again, keeps your head in a free-floating zone. It's actually kind of pleasant. So what the key point here is, again, to snug these babies up. Now again, not so much that you can't breathe, because that defeats the purpose, but once this is here, we just tighten it up. And again, adjustable for all different size people. And again, these are long straps for some of you bigger guys, but again, once you're done with them, you can simply tie them off, cut them off, whatever. It's your suit. You can do whatever you'd like with it. The last and secondary part of this is we're going to take this clip here and we actually clip it down to the groin protector. And again, we snug this down. And what this does, again, is it's just one more way to anchor using your legs as an anchor, it just keeps your head from snapping backwards. And it actually builds a shock absorber system, so if you get hit, pow, this goes here, and what it does is it takes that force and it distributes it completely across your body, so you're not getting that head snap, you're not getting that injury, you're not getting that unpleasant knockout feeling that you'll get from people punching you very, very hard.